a le droit de manifester. Une manifestation en France ne peut pas être interdite, sauf si on considère qu'elle est de nature à troubler l'ordre public, ce qui est une notion relative, ou bien si elle est jugée contraire à la loi. Donc ça, c'est très aléatoire et en fait, il est très rare que des manifestations soient interdites en France. Les forces de sécurité françaises sont parmi les plus armées d'Europe. L'usage des flashballs, par exemple, est autorisé et d'un certain nombre d'autres armes qui sont considérées comme des armes de guerre dans d'autres pays. Et là, ça peut donner lieu à des abus. Si un policier, par exemple, considère être ciblé ou menacé par un objectif de caméra qu'il prend pour une arme.
Even France's rights ombudsman have said that such weapons should be banned. The UN has also criticized France for using these weapons. But on the other hand, you have police unions who say that they are also victims of violence during protests, and many police officers have been severely injured during protests. So violence is a two-way street, in a way, according to them at least.
Unless they're actually committing a criminal offence, there's nothing that police can do to use force against them. You only have to inform police if you're actually intending to hold a procession or a march, if it's moving, and that's because the police say they need to decide whether the route is going to cause disruption or some sort of public safety issue. There hasn't really been a major example of police using serious force against someone. In fact, so few and far between are those cases that one springs to mind in the public consciousness. A protester at a G20 event in 2009 died. He was actually a bystander on the edges of the protest, and there was a public inquiry. And in fact, the police officer was identified from surveillance video. He was prosecuted for manslaughter, and although he was acquitted, he was dismissed from the police force. So when these things do happen, there is sufficient scrutiny to ensure that there are consequences.
The idea behind police at a demonstration in Germany is that the police should protect the people demonstrating. You have to notify your local authority 48 hours before any demonstration. But then there's this exception of this rule that if spontaneous events happen, you are allowed to demonstrate. According to the research which was done by the University of Bochum, there are around 12,000 incidents per year where police use force against demonstrators, protesters, or civilians.
You cannot protest to divide the country. That is one of the main things that the government uses. You cannot do a manifestation in favor of a terrorist organization, which is also another thing that is commonly used. We have seen this kind of use of force in many rallies in Turkey. It was the case in 2013 Gezi protests. It's also the case every year on 1st May and Gay Pride events. And we see that some manifestors are really badly injured, and some are even dead because of the force used by the police.